Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Boom, back at it with another video. Right now, I'm out in Texas. Had to handle some things, get my truck squared away. Story time. So when I got out the military, I was living in Texas for the past 3 years, and I love it in Texas. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's far from where my daughter lives because she lives in Michigan, so that makes it a little hard to visit her on a regular basis. But I like Texas. I love Texas because, number one, the weather. Two, is so many opportunities out here as far as whatever you want to do. Anything you want to do, you could do. You can find it in Texas. Trucking, tech, restaurants, food trucks, any type of trade, carpentry, electricians, expediting, call center jobs, insurance, claims agents, whatever. It's so much opportunity out here. But I was living in the DFW area, and to be honest, sorry I'm moving the camera so much. I'm holding it in my hand. I do have a tripod. I just didn't feel like carrying it, which is dumb. But basically, DFW area is not very economically friendly. Like people say, Texas is very affordable. You have to move outside of the city or live in an area of the city where it's might be not as up to date. So like if I was to move to South Dallas, that's probably more affordable. Certain parts of Arlington, Fort Worth, depends on where you go. But Texas is dope. The weather is awesome. It's hot as hell in the summer. Very hot, very hot. Also, everybody drives fast here. It's crazy. It's like they can't even stay in their lanes. That's why you gotta have really good insurance, because somebody might hit you and not have insurance, so you need that uninsured motorist. But as far as tech, I've been looking up certain job descriptions, like Linux engineer or Linux software administrator or cloud security engineer, some other stuff as well as far as development, security, and IT work. It's a lot of opportunities. It's a lot everywhere. I've looked in Michigan, I looked in North Carolina, I looked in Atlanta, I looked in Michigan. Did I say Michigan? Michigan. I looked in Virginia. Other places I would like to look is like Seattle, maybe Florida. I don't want to go to Chicago. It's cold there. Maybe Vegas. But I want to look in all these other markets because, sorry, it's a motorcycle, because there's so many job opportunities for this space that I'm entering into. It pays well, even entry. Come in making anywhere from 48 to 70 off your entry level jobs. So I'm just ready to get the ball rolling. This week I had a math class and I got an intro. So basically, I'm gonna just say this: I'm enrolled into ECPI University. They do nursing programs, they do technology programs, they do business, they do culinary arts. For their main focuses, and then they branch off as you go higher in learning. So since I'm in technology, they partner with the NSA with certain certifications, and also Department of Defense, and it's very military friendly, veteran friendly. So I basically went with them because I'm a veteran. So even my academic advisor, she's a veteran. Now I believe my department head is a veteran too. I gotta fact check that. But I believe he said he was, but I need to verify. So with that being said, as I go through the program, they will be helping me get my certifications like Comp, TIA, A+. So I'll be doing that. And then I believe one of the Linux, Python. What's going on? And also, I don't know, there's 2 other ones. I believe it's 5 certifications. And this is just for, I believe, my associates programming. But either way, I'm going straight into the bachelor's right after. So it just makes it a good transition, because you know, with the military, it teaches you structure. It teaches you to be on time. It teaches you you gotta focus on your task at hand, attention to detail, your job. And I will say, for training, ECPI, they pretty much gave us training on everything. The class I'm taking, one of the classes is basically a training on how to find resources and what to look up to help me get through my college program. And that's just like the military. The military, we would do training for financial counseling. They'll teach you about financial literacy, but they'll teach you where to get the counseling, how to get the counseling, what questions to ask when you're buying a car, getting a house, credit cards. And they pretty much walk you through that. And then so you'll be able to be aware of where to find the help that you need when you're setting yourself up, or, you know, sexual assault stuff. They'll teach you who the person you need to speak to, where you can make your calls, or send your report anonymously, or do you want to do an informal or formal report? Basically what route you need to go. They training from A to B. And if it's your job, then you're getting hands-on training, you're getting some book training. So that's pretty much what ECPI did with this class, is doing with this class for me. And I went to an orientation Also went to orientation, and we did it was a different type of orientation for the actual program. So we went to a school orientation, then we went to actual program orientation where we did more in depth with the program we're going into versus just the school. The school orientation introduced the administrators, the campus president, sources like library sources where we can get articles, information on certifications. They navigated the website, the school website, where we can literally find whatever we need. So I've already been through this once with the orientation, and then this week in class we're going through the online library and doing the scavenger hunts to find important things that we need to find, basically, throughout our career or our educational process. So I think that's very helpful. I went to 3 different schools so far, 2 community colleges and a university. I can't say they tell you everything. They try to tell you as much as possible. And one school orientation, there was no come to the school orientation. I just registered and went. So that's where I could see the military influence in ECPI, because they're literally gonna teach you every step, baby steps, whatever, to get to where you need to go. I don't ever remember having a class on everything that I needed to know about my school. So that's basically the best part. I can't lie. They're doing well when they seriously walk us through every step of where we need to go. I'm sorry for the camera shaking. It's very rude. I'm getting the hang of this. So now I know I need to make sure that I had that tripod. When I'm in my car, I can just hook it up to the car phone holder thing. And my other class is math. So it's pretty much, for me, a refresher on everything. I was a good student in high school and middle school with math. Excellent, actually. Which I don't know why I didn't pursue something in mathematics. I think the reason why I know why I'm good at math is because it's point A to point B. There is no you go over here, you go over there with it. It's literally point A to point B. And you could check the answers to make sure you got the right answer. Some classes, like a philosophy or something where it's just pulling abstract ideas and trying to tie it in together. Me, I'm a point A to point B guy, so I think that's why math was my best subject besides gym. So, which I think with the career I'm choosing, you have to be creative and you think outside of the box, right? So once you create whatever program or you're looking to find loopholes in something, you have your basic steps where you know how to program something to get to a certain point. Only thing, I just have to think outside of the box when I run it into a program or a problem where I may have to help the company save money or combat, threats, hacks, or even if I'm building a app or building a program such as, say, like your car insurance. I used to work for State Farm, so they had an app where you could take a picture, and the app allow you to do certain things in it. Set up your claim, set up your repairs, anything. You could submit paperwork, everything through your app. So at this point, since stuff is already pretty much developed, say if I was to go to State Farm, then I would just improve on the app that they have, or develop something that's more efficient, more elderly tech, like tech, people that don't necessarily understand tech. So I would develop something where they can understand it, where it's much easier for them. Even though to somebody that grew up in the tech era before MySpace even came along, seeing cell phones accelerate so fast, it's easy to us, but we have to think of our parents and our grandparents. It's not easy to them. And a lot of them are not privy on technology. They're okay with where they are. So that's gonna be my role, and I'm excited. I'm ready to knock it out. Man, I'll get back to you guys at a later date, and I apologize again for the camera. I'm sitting outside next to a freeway waiting for the maintenance man to come work on my truck. So I'll get at y'all later. Peace.